Thanksgiving morning, 2017. A lot to be thankful for. Well, happy Thanksgiving. We're sitting at that stand that we groomed out on October 13th, Friday the 13th. The wind is perfect for this stand, and all we can hope for is the buck to see it that way. Now, let me tell you something. In Iowa, the chasing phase is basically over. The scrapes aren't being worked. I seen a buck this morning, sizable buck, walk right through a scrape. Didn't even bother. And for you young guys that don't quite understand the rut, this is the time that you can't whine. You just got to stick it out. You can kill the biggest buck in your county right now because it don't know where it's at, and you sure don't know where it's at, and none of the so-called experts can tell you where it's at. It's wherever it laid down last night. So what was going on 2 weeks ago when you thought you were, ain't so now. This is what separates the men from the boys. Not trying to be macho with that. Just trying to tell you. This is when the going gets tough. You may not see anything, but the buck you see may be a buck of a lifetime because it's that time of year. They're wore out. And if you've been going out night and day for over a month chasing girls, you'd know what they feel like. So I got my Lucky Willie D hat on, and we're going to see what materializes out of the stand that we put up on Friday the 13th. So sit back and enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner. And I know I have a lot to be thankful for. I have a wonderful wife. I have a wonderful daughter. And I have the super greatest little grandson that I didn't have 2 years ago. So I got a lot to be thankful for on this day. So let's get to hunting and see what comes about. Because, like I said, it's slow. But stick in there. Out there on that open pasture or hayfield, I just seen a tremendous buck walking south, right out in the middle of the day, right out in the open at 2:30 in the afternoon. So you never know what can be out traversing around. They get up, they lay down, because they're wore out, and they get up 2:30 in the afternoon and go for a walkabout right across that field. I couldn't get it on camera because I just sporadically turned around there and watched it walk over that hill. There's only two things in the woods right now: the hunter and the old sign. The bucks that made them don't have to be in there. That's why the so-called experts don't see them, so they label them as nocturnal. It's because they're not where you're at. Here we go. October 13th, Friday the 13th, was a long time ago. And here on Thanksgiving Day at 3:30, roughly 15 to 4, a real nice 8-pointer come through that stand that we set up together. That's what this channel is about. Not bullshit gimmickry or bullshit technology or superstar personality. It's about you and me going to the field, and we could have took that deer out at a mere 15 yards. Didn't even know I was in Clark County. This is the only second time I've set this stand. Worked perfect, and you got to see it right along from the minute we set the stand up until we had a perfect 8-pointer below us that most people would have been proud to have shot. It don't get no better than that. Happy Thanksgiving. I tell you, if I'm helping anybody out there by showing you these videos, showing you from when we cut the tree limbs down right before the rain, picking the perfect tree, the 15 yards. My reward is not killing that deer, but letting that deer go by so you new people in the sport of archery can understand that you can do it without all the techie intrusion into the sport. This was all woodsmanship, set up, and pure luck that deer come by on Thanksgiving afternoon. And like I say, my reward is not killing it, videotaping it, and showing you what the results could have been. Now that deer could have been as big as the sky, but it was a heck of a nice 8-pointer. And I'll tell you what, it takes a lot to let them walk by. But you can't kill bigger by killing smaller. There's another interesting thing. Those are my work boots. You can see that fresh deer poop that I stepped in coming in here. See, it's right there. I'm not advocating to you to be sloppy And if you take a shower, I mowed the grass today. I quit mowing grass at 1 o'clock. You notice on my pants right here? I think I can get that down there. Cow poop covers that. Use this. And when you take a deer, you'll be so much more satisfied. And had Willie D's hat on. That a good look at. Anyhow, just enjoy this, sharing this information with you people. And like I said, I'm not in it for personal gain or anything. I'm trying to clear the table of all the menagerie and confusion that's been put on that table. That buck is wandering around. He's just looking for a hot doe. He's the most luckiest buck in Clark County right now. I hope he appreciates Thanksgiving. There goes one of those nocturnal bucks. I told you they're out there in them fields. How you gonna hunt that? Pit blind, antelope style. Yeah, it looks real nocturnal, doesn't it? So much for your bedding areas, boys. Right out in the middle of hayfield, broad daylight. I just turned around, I got another deer coming in.